Guys, welcome on in to another episode, Getting Wild with Terry and Friends, MLB Trends and Betting Picks. I'm Terry, ready to break down today's slate. Not a whole lot of plays for me today on this Friday slate. Um, One of the plays I was planning on making, Michael Bush, who we have been betting show after show, is not in the lineup today. So that takes away one of my games. But we will start quickly by taking a look at what happened um, on Wednesday show. Austin Riley over 1.5 bases plus 110. A nice winner there by him, getting a double towards the end of the game. Same with Vinny Pasquantino over 1.5 bases plus 110. Another nice winner by him in game one. Didn't touch game two, and I believe he did get a double in game two. So he actually did in both games there. St. Louis Cardinals, Oakland Athletics. Sadly, this game went over. First five was a higher scoring game here, especially early on. So that wasn't the best play. Should have went with Oakland first five instead, but I went with the under. Michael Bush cashed us over 1.5 bases plus 135. I didn't cash the home run. Um, he's gone, I guess you could say, somewhat cold, not getting a home run in back-to-back games, but and then the final game that I gave out was Arizona Coyotes money line. I really love the Coyotes here as a dog in their final game in their franchise history. They won. Josh Stone sadly did not score, but overall, a good Wednesday on Wednesday. Good day, Terry. To you as well, you say. Good day, Captain Bry. Hope all is well. Terry. Hello, Timothy. Good afternoon, Terry. You too, you as well, Storage Club. I'm heavily invested in today's. Oh, okay. There you go. There you go. I am not too heavy today, but good afternoon, Terry. You as well, Fernando. Hope all is well. And you also had Michael Bush props. Yeah, I was willing to. He doesn't hit lefties well. That's why he's not playing. Um, he smashes righties, but being a lefty, he doesn't hit lefties that well. You like Philly's run line. Well, that's a good segue here into our first game today, which is between um, Chicago White Sox and the Philadelphia Phillies here. White Sox plus 145 to plus 152. Philly minus 163 to minus 180, 7.5s right across the board here in this game. On the mound for the White Sox is Garrett Crochet, who is coming off a loss to Cincinnati. He been pitched very well in his first three starts. Then 4.2 innings against the Cincinnati Reds, 4 hits, 5 earned runs, 10 strikeouts. So he's been great at striking batters out. 31 strikeouts and 22.2 innings pitched. So overall, he hasn't been that awful at all for the Chicago White Sox. On the other side, Spencer Turnbull, someone I was more looking to fade this year, but Cincinnati, St. Louis, his first two starts, he didn't give up an earned run in 11 innings pitched. Last start against Pittsburgh, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 walks in 4 innings. So got hit a little bit more there against Pittsburgh in his last game. But now he gets to face the White Sox, and the White Sox just don't hit. They're just not a good team overall. How I'm going about this game is we are taking Trey Turner over 1.5 bases minus 105. Trey Turner has been playing very well recently. A hit in 15 of his last 18 games, 5 games in a row. He's got multiple bases. He's been smashing the ball recently. Obviously, he hasn't faced Crochet, but none of the Phillies have. None of the White Sox players that are playing well have faced Turnbull either. So overall, we're going to trade Turner to get 2 bases in this game at some point. Yeah, you like Philly's run line. I'm not on Philly's run line. Um, I'm not, but Phillies money line parlay, I like that. I think I really like obviously like the Phillies to win this game. I just didn't get on the run line for them. First five under 4.5, says Nick, minus 125. All right, all right. I'm on Trey Turner props along with Sprinkle and Garrett Crochet under 6.5 Ks. Okay, okay. So you don't think he's going to go that long? Turnbull has improved because he's changed his pitch usage. His fastball was getting destroyed last year. He's become more reliant on his breaking pitches. All right, and yeah, he's had some success. Now he gets to face the White Sox, which is what most players want when they're trying to find success here. We will go on to the next game here, which I have to put in because StreamYard deleted it. Classic StreamYard, and then classic me forgetting to check to make sure all the games there. But moving on along to our next game, which is going to be a very good game. We've got the Texas Rangers heading to Atlanta to face the Braves. Texas plus 164 to plus 180. Atlanta minus 192 to minus 210. Nines, 9.5s available as well in this game. On the mound for Texas is Andrew Heaney, 0-2 with a 6.75 ERA. Has not got off to the best start this year. However, he hasn't really pitched a whole lot. First start against Tampa, 4.2 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run. The second game against Houston, his second loss, 3.2 innings, 4 hits, 6 earned runs, 3 walks. Then he faced Houston again, another 3.2 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 4 walks. So overall, he hasn't pitched that well facing Tampa Bay and Houston. But like I said, he's been going 3 to 4 innings and then has been getting pulled. On the other side for Atlanta, we have Chris Sale, who is 1-1 in 3 games. Last game against Miami, 7 innings, 6 hits, 5 earned runs, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. He's got at least 6 strikeouts in all 3 starts. He's got 7 strikeouts in 2 of his 3 starts. So he's been striking guys out, but giving up between 4 to 6 hits, 2 to 5 earned runs. He has been giving up hits as well. Ultimately, how I look at this game is we're taking Austin Riley over 1.5 bases plus 110. I don't think Atlanta should be minus 210 favorites here in this game. I think that's a little bit much. But I don't know if Texas wins. I think Atlanta probably does win. So I can't back the Braves at this price. I don't really want to back Texas in this spot. I do because really we're going to have to rely on the bullpen from Texas because Heaney has not gone deep into games. And I don't think he's all of a sudden going to find it against the Atlanta Braves. They're not really a team that um, a struggling pitcher goes and all of a sudden has a great game. Most of the Braves have not faced Heaney before. Austin Riley has. He's 1-for-1. So 1-for-1 against Heaney. Riley's got a hit in 11 games in a row, 2 or more bases in 7 of his last 8 games. So Riley has been playing so well recently. We're just going to continue to take him, especially at a plus 110 price when he's done it in 7 of his last 8 games. Marcell Ozuna is trying to keep his hit streak going 16 games in a row. He's got at least 1 hit, multiple bases in 7 of 13. So definitely not as consistent as Riley. Acuna's got multiple bases in 6 of his last 8 games. So you could look at him. Matt Olson, 5 for 15 against Heaney. So he is one guy, obviously, being from his days in Oakland. He has faced Heaney, 5 for 15 with 1 double. Multiple bases in 7 of 12. He's got a hit in 8 of 12. So not as consistent nearly as Riley. or Acuna right now. So we'll take Riley over 1.5 bases plus 110 in this game. Tim likes Rangers money line, and yeah, at that price, at the way this game is priced, I could only take Texas, but thought it was going to be a great game until I saw Braves minus 200. Well, no, I think it's going to be a great game to watch, and I think it's going to be a competitive game. But as a side to bet, it's difficult. It's difficult. Braves money line is a parlay piece. Yeah, ultimately that's probably how I'd go in this game. Over 9.5, Austin Riley bases, Marcus Semien hit run RBI, over RBI, Osuna RBI. Boom. I love it, Captain Bry. Best of luck. Nick says lean first 5 under. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I couldn't do that. Not with Sale and Heaney. I couldn't do that. Now I could see Sale finding it. Like I could see him finding it, but I don't know about Heaney. I don't know about Heaney. The next game that I don't have the layout for, because don't have a play in it, but it's a game I should definitely talk about. Baltimore Orioles, Kansas City Royals is the next game. Check the spreadsheet. I may end up getting to some player props in this game. Dean Kramer on the mound for Orioles. 0-1 with a 4.96 ERA. Coming off a rough start against Milwaukee. 10 hits, 6 earned runs, 1 walk over 4 innings. Was lights out against Pittsburgh in his game before that. And somewhat decent. 3 hits, 3 earned runs in his game against Kansas City. So not exactly sure what we're going to get from him. On the other side, Alec Marsh. He's pitched in 3 games. He's won 2 of them. Against his Baltimore team, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk. So a very good game for him. 7 innings against Baltimore in that one. Then gave up 8 hits, 3 earned runs against the White Sox, 5 hits, 4 earned runs against the Mets. Still finding a way to win against the Mets in that game. I can't get to Baltimore yet, but I kind of do want to back Baltimore in this game. Minus 132 road favorite, so I'm kind of on the brink about this one. Looking at player props, Marsh was able to shut down the Orioles when he faced them. 2 guys that did get a hit off him were Colton Cowser and Jordan Westberg, both 1 for 2 with a double. So both were able to get to Marsh there. Cowser, Westberg, 2 players playing really well right now. So I may end up getting to their total bases props. Gunnar Henderson is smashing the ball right now. Home run in 3 games in a row, multiple bases in 4 in a row, a hit in 8 of his last 9. He went 0 for 3 against Marsh. So not sure there. Rutschman, Mountcastle, they both went 0 for 3 against Marsh. O'Hearn and Mullins, they both went 0 for 3 against Marsh. So this is why this game is tricky and why I didn't end up getting to it. Baltimore and Kansas City is because there's a lot of these batters that are hitting the ball so well right now. It's only 1 game against Marsh, but a lot of them going 0 for 3 really scares me. So ultimately no plays in the game, but it's a game I'm looking at for sure. Lean. Oh yeah, first 5 under. Over 10.5 for this game here. I could see it. Gonna try something new. Orioles money line and run line. Tim Earl is betting Orioles money line and run line every single game of the entire season. Being a Orioles fan, even if he said he's a Mets fan, he's an Orioles fan. Orioles first 5 in full game, both plus money and Gunnar Henderson props. Okay, interesting. So you're going to go with the Royals, but you're going to take Henderson. Interesting. It's still on the Braves page. Yes, I know. But that's because there is no page for Milwaukee because I didn't get to anything in the game, but I still wanted to talk about it. Dean Kramer is a fade until midseason. Okay, okay. Lean over in the Orioles game. Okay, okay. Yeah, people. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about the game quickly because it is going to be a good game and it's a game I want to get to. It's just there's things keeping me off, but I wanted to talk about it briefly. Milwaukee Brewers, St. Louis Cardinals. Brewers -113 and -120. Interesting line movement here in this game. St. Louis plus -105 to +104, 7.5s across the board here in this game. On the mound for Milwaukee is Freddie Peralta, who's had a great season so far. 3 games, he's 2-0. Wins against Baltimore and the Mets, giving up 1 earned run in both of those starts. He's only walked 2 batters in his 3 starts. Overall, 5 earned runs in 17.2 innings, 10 hits, 26 strikeouts. So Peralta has just been lights out recently so far this season. On the other side is Kyle Gibson, um, who in his first starting in San Diego, 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks. A nice win there for him. And then in his last 2 games against Miami and Arizona, they've not been pretty. Going 6 innings in both games, 7 hits, 7 earned runs to Miami, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, and 3 walks to Arizona. Now he's coming in here and obviously a home start, but the Milwaukee Brewers, the second best offense in MLB, are coming in here to face Gibson. We're going to go with 2 total bases props that are both around +140, +145. Great prices for both of these. Willie Adames, he's got a hit in 5 of his last 6 games, multiple bases in 3 of his last 6. But he's 3 for 7 against Gibson with the home run. So he's had some success against him. Sal Frelick, he's got a hit in 8 of his last 10 games, multiple bases in 3 of his last 6. A lefty that's had a lot of success against righties this year. Both of these guys have hit righties really well. Now they're getting to face Gibson, who's struggling. So I would go with both of these guys. You might be saying, Terry, why not William Contreras? He's been doing really well recently. He's 0 for 11 against Gibson. So when a player is 0 for 11, I don't care how they're playing right now. I'm not taking them because that's a big number there. Bryce Terang has been absolutely excellent against righties. He's 1 for 2 with a triple against Kyle Gibson, so he's someone else you could look at. Hasn't done that well his last couple games, so ultimately I didn't get to him. Looking at St. Louis, Wilson Contreras, so it's brother versus brother here. He's got a hit in 11 games in a row. He's 5 for 21 against Peralta with a double and 2 home runs. So you could look at Wilson Contreras, but not William, this one. Arenado, 9 for 25 with 1 home run. Arenado's playing really well right now. So you could potentially look at him in this game. But I'm kind of wondering why this line's moving because Milwaukee was -130, -125 last night. And now we're kind of seeing it move in an interesting direction. That's for sure. Jump into Eileen Royals first 5. Okay, interesting. Tampa first 5 or Brewers money line? Oh, that's an interesting question. Tampa Bay, you could get their first 5 at a nice dog price. Let's see here. You can get their first 5 +150, +140 to +150, or you could even go the plus a half at -110. Actually, the plus a half is up to +110 at FanDuel. Plus a half a run in the first 5. So a lot of Tampa players have done very well against Schmidt. So let me look at that quickly. Ahmed Rosario 2 for 6 with the home run. Isaac Paredes 3 for 6 with the home run. Andy Diaz 3 for 6 with the double. Jose Siri 3 for 4 with a double. So these Tampa Bay Ray players have played Schmidt really well. Honestly, I like both of those. You can't go wrong with either one of those. So I like both. I would probably go with Tampa Bay first 5 plus a half just to get that insurance. If it's tied, you still win, especially with being a plus 110. And actually, I'm kind of almost talking myself onto that. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, plays on both sides, therefore need runs. Okay, awesome. Brewers money line parlay, even though they're the most bipolar team in the league. I don't know about that. Beer makers money line, last place Cardinals. Yeah, Brews. Is over 1.5 basically betting them to get 2 hits? No. Well, obviously 2 hits wins. Over 1.5 bases means if they hit a double, triple, or home run, you win. They just hit a single, then you need another single, or another double, or you need another hit. But it basically means 2 bases from runs. So they have to get 2 bases from a hit. 2 bases from hits. It's bets that I like because the over 1.5 bases usually. Because I like plus money bets, and that's what usually you can get them for plus money prices. Brewers first 5 run line minus a half, full game minus 124 run line, or minus 124 money line and run line plus 140. Okay, so Captain Bry is going big here on the Brewers. John Hines has been named head coach of the 2024 U.S. men's national team. I know, and a lot of people are freaking out about that. Hey, Bill Guerin, he chose Hines. Doesn't really surprise me, but hey, it is what it is. Line seems fishy. It does. Kind of does. And of course, line is moving the wrong way. It is, but we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see what happens. Moving on along to the last game that I know Tim and Nick will be watching. We got the New York Mets heading to LA to face the Dodgers. The Mets plus 165 to plus 176. Dodgers minus 194 to minus 200. 8.5s right across the board here. And we have a tale of two teams here. The Mets are coming in, playing very well recently, on a nice winning streak after a horrible start to the season. They're turning it on recently. Meanwhile, the Dodgers are not coming in off a good series against the Nationals. The Dodgers 12-9, which is kind of surprising. They're just not playing overall the best right now. So, looking at this game here, we've got Sean Manaea on the mound for the Mets. Of course, he had been absolutely lights out in his first 2 starts playing Kansas City. So I take the first 5 under in that game. He goes 3.2 innings, giving up 9 hits and 6 earned runs and 3 walks. That's what the Mets do to me when I bet sides and totals with the Mets. On the other side, we've got Yamamoto for the Dodgers, who has struggled against San Diego. Obviously, in his first start, he got absolutely lit up in South Korea against the Padres. Then he faced the Cardinals, going 5 innings, 2 hits, no earned runs. Then faced the Cubs, getting his first win, going 5 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs. Faced the Padres again, 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs. No decision there. Now he gets to face the Mets. Where are we going in this game? Mookie Betts over 1.5 bases, plus 100 is my only play here in this one. Player props have gone well. I did bet, blanking on his name, the first game of the season for the Mets, and player to get a hit. I don't think he's played that much. And then I messaged Tim and Nick and tried to get them to bet him as well, and then they didn't. He ended up getting a hit in that game. So that was good. Player props haven't been the issue with the Mets. Mets. It's always the sides and totals for me. Why are we going Mookie Betts here? Well, he has absolutely crushed Sean Manaea. 10 for 29, two doubles, two triples, three home runs. That is absolutely crazy. So 7 of his 10 hits were multiple base hits, including 3 home runs. You're giving me plus 100 for Mookie Betts to get 2 bases here, facing Sean Manaea. No brainer for me. This is my favorite play of the day. I went a little bit bigger on this one. So a little bit bigger here on this one. Mookie Betts. Get me a double in the first at bat, and I'll be happy. Do I want to sprinkle on a home run as well? Yes, I do. I do, especially with 3 home runs against Manaea. But I haven't bet it yet. But probably going to find myself on the home run as well on this one. Dodgers minus 2.5. I can't. I can't. I can't because this Mets team is playing well right now. And the Dodgers team is not. So I couldn't take the Dodgers right now. But they're going to turn it on eventually. And I think this Dodgers team is going to have a run where they win like 10 to 15 games in a row, absolutely smashing people. They're going to get there, but it hasn't been right now. Mets plus 170 and took Mets for DK's up 2-run promo. Yamamoto overrated. Yes, DraftKings has that where you take a team if they go up 2 runs. I think it's up to a $50 max, or it might depend on different people. But yeah, if the team goes up 2 runs, you win. So if there's a dog you like on today's slate or a team you really like, that's what I would go. Zach Short. That's it. That's it. I bet him for a hit that first game, and it was a great price, and he got one because he had done well against that pitcher. So that's hottest team in the MLB. Question mark. Kind of. I'd have to look at the standings, or I'd have to look at like to see exactly if they are the hottest team. But yeah, they're definitely playing really well. I couldn't go against them. But I will take a player prop against them. A night game at Dodger Stadium. Have fun. There we go. Dodgers first 5 run line minus a half, minus 130. Okay. Back of Mookie Betts props and Yamamoto over 5.5 Ks. All right. All right. Someone has to ruin the parlays. Why not the Dodgers? We'll see. Hancock on Mariners over 4.5 Ks just because of the name. Laughing face. Well, he's got absolutely rocked. He's not played that well, and now he's going to Colorado. So that game, obviously, I haven't got any player props in that game because when you go to Colorado, player prop, the prices are just awful because of the altitude. So Mets plus 1.5 in Arizona money line, question mark. I like Mets too for tonight. Let me see here. Obviously, I'm not getting to a side here in the Mets game. Mets and Dodgers. And Arizona, Blake Snell, and I'm not shocked at all to see Blake Snell off to an 0-2 start with a 12.86 ERA. He is a slow starter. He did it last year. He started off the season very, very rough, and then completely turned it on. So once he finds it, Blake Snell will be fine. But the beginning of the year, he struggles. But what are we going to get from Montgomery? This is his first start of the season. I don't know. I don't know what to expect from Montgomery, and I don't like how either of those two teams have been playing. Ultimately, why I'm not on it. Ultimately, I have a small card today because there's just not a lot that stands out. Mets, yeah. Hey Terry, winner Boston and Pittsburgh tends to cover the run line. Okay, I like it. I parlay Twins money line I love Joe Ryan. Yeah, the Twins are just not doing well. When it comes to Joe Ryan, I know there are some players in Detroit. Matt Vierling 3 for 6 with a home run. Riley Green 4 for 11 with a triple. So there's some Tigers that do well against Joe Ryan. So I'd be careful there with that one. Snell missed spring training, I believe. Yeah, which means his slow start may be there for a while. He may not find it for a bit. Pirates money line. Joe Ryan just had 12 Ks versus Detroit. There you go. So he gives up hits, but a lot of strikeouts. That is it. Picks and parlays exclusive play of the day. Only one play tonight. It isn't a game we talked about, and I've kind of already kind of hinted what it is, so I'll give it out so no one has to buy it. Brewers money line. Yes, it's not going the right way, but this is just a complete pitching mismatch here. Complete offense mismatch. The Brewers' second best offense in baseball. I like them to hit Gibson. So no exclusive play of the day. I just gave it to you for free today. So you don't have to buy it. Hit the likes, subscribe, and share button if you enjoyed the show. Much appreciated, everyone. Sorry for not a high volume of plays today, but taking it easy on today's slate. NHL preview show is in approximately 6 hours. We will be going over the NHL first round. Then we'll have a brief talk about conference finals and then the brief Stanley Cup finals. So tune into that. Excited to talk hockey. And then most likely tonight I will most likely get to the NHL picks for tomorrow. So lots of shows coming up on the channel. Hockey is back. So we will see you guys tonight for that. Good luck all, says Kelly. Yep, best of luck, everyone. Oh, NBA tonight, Kings money line, Heat money line. Good luck, everyone. NHL playoffs is the only thing that matters. Well, no, MLB's still around, and I'm probably going to get into some NBA as well. But yeah, thanks, Terry. No problem, Subaru. Hope all is well. Thanks, Terry. No problem, Kelly. Cheers. And thanks, Terry. No problem, Storage Club. Thanks, everyone, for watching. We'll see you on in around 6 hours to talk NHL playoffs. Best of luck on your bets tonight. We'll talk to you guys later.